Bippity boppity, I'm full for spaghetti. Or something like that. We're back again. We're back again, and I feel like I say this every Saturday. But, wow, what a week. And probably not in the good sense. And we have to look with that a little bit. Stop this music. Let's put on some relaxing Monster Hunter, as per usual. Just from last time. Just from last time. And oh man, you might think that you hate people enough, but you don't. However, we have to wait a little bit for that one. We have something more important first, in my opinion. Let me. Where's browser? Where's my browser? Okay, there we go. There we go. This is probably really unexpected for most. Yes, this is correct. This is correct. Let's bring up the Twitters here. No one expected this. But A-Chung from Hololive is leaving the company. Apparently she has to take care of her parents, so that is understandable. However, let's see here. Here with the auto translation from the Twitter. Announcement! I, friend A, will be leaving Hololive Productions at the end of June. The reason we were able to keep going this far without stopping is because of the wonderful talents and staff. And without a doubt, it is all thanks to all the warm fans who have supported Hololive Pro Productions, obviously. Thank you so much for the past 7 years. 7 years! She outlived so many people. It is insane. And we have here a letter, both in Japanese and English. Let's read the English one for obvious reasons. We said it's a little bit small. It's okay. Hello, it is friend A. As you're aware, I've been taking a step back from work over the past 3 months due to family health concerns, and I apologize for my long absence. And while it may be sudden, I have an announcement to make. I, friend A, will be leaving Hololive Production at the end of June because it seems highly unlikely that I will be able to return to work as planned. So sad. I'm terribly sorry to make this announcement when a lot of you have been waiting for me, fully believing in my return. Over the past 7 years or so, I've gone from starting out supporting my best friend, Sora's dream of becoming an idol, which arguably she did, so that is actually really cool, to meeting and interacting with Hololive Production fans worldwide. Every step of this journey has been an incredible, valuable experience. It has been an absolute pleasure to get to know all of you through this new vtuber culture. I've also managed to grow through this career, and I can say with confidence that these days have been extremely fulfilling, both personally and professionally. And for that, I have nothing but gratitude. From now on, I will be cheering Hololive Production on from the sidelines as a fan, and I hope that it will become even more beloved across the globe. Thank you for having me these past 7 years, to the fans supporting me and the rest of Hololive Production. Thank you all so much. This has been friend A. This is just from yesterday, I'm pretty sure. And she will be missed, without a doubt. She will be missed. Even if she was technically just staff, she was always there, man. She was always there. We can only wish HN the best from now on. Oh, lyrics, I don't like it. Stop it. Stop it, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it when they do that. So, having that out of the way, let's start to get back to the meat and potatoes of today. Did you know that game journalists really like to lie? No way, imagine my shock. But now, it's really overt, it's really obvious. They're being extremely scummy, and I hate it. So, let's see here from the gamer. I think I will need to change the grabbing here, but please bear with me. Okay, not for this one. It's time to start trusting video game reviewers. How about now? How about now? Disgusting. And also I'm pretty sure the comments here are just eating them alive, which is absolutely deserved. Games journalists often beat difficult games, but face criticism and abuse for their reviews. Often beat difficult games. Do they though? Do they? Let's be real. The myth that games journalists hate video games is false. They're passionate about the medium. Well, it is pretty clear to me that maybe not video games, but you people really hate gamers. That's why you keep shitting on the medium, okay? That's what's happening. Also, it's a fantastic vehicle for the message, isn't it? We'll get to that later. Don't worry about it. We have a bunch of stuff today. To find trustworthy game critics, look for those with similar tastes and opinions to yourself. How about you be a little bit objective for once, huh? That would be cool. Not gonna happen though. Let's see. I get it. Games journalists are terrible at video games. Yes, the end. We can go home now. Unlikely. Unlikely, more words. Remember that one playing Cuphead? Look, we all remember that guy, and we didn't laugh because he was bad at the game. We laughed because he didn't understand the tutorial. Oh wow, you had to mix two mechanics now? Wow, so hard, so difficult. Air dash? That guy is probably new. Let's ignore the fact that games journalists regularly beat entire games in far shorter time span than regular people who don't have deadlines to meet. Do they though? Do they? Or do you play a little bit and then just make up stuff? Or maybe you see people streaming the game, because streamers get the games earlier too, you know that? Not me, but bigger. Turning a blind eye to the fact that they don't have a single guide to help them beat a difficult boss or access an area with some abstruse, they love using that word. You don't sound smarter, you sound annoying as fuck. And your method like drinking poison that kills you at any other time. Forget about the fact they beat them before the patches arrive to make the game easier. Is that a thing? I'm gonna need some source for that, okay? I'm gonna need some source for that. That's not necessarily the case, after all. Also, a single guide. Okay, let's be real. By your own admission, you're some sort of, quote-unquote, professional gamer. Are you gonna tell me that you, as a professional gamer, need guides for games? I don't think that is a good argument here. I don't think that is a good argument. Let's keep reading though. It gets even worse. Yes, I hate video games, and just to cover this bit because they want to destroy the entire industry. It doesn't matter that wages are low across the sector and crunches thrive, especially when reviewing 100-hour games with bafflingly tight turnarounds. We hate video games and can't wait to tear them down. Well, that is true. That is absolutely true. You people do be hating video games because you keep complaining about the most stupid stuff. Always. If someone has an opinion and game journalists agree with that person, they're wrong. They're wrong. Also, it's a little bit funny. They keep talking about crunch and whatnot. And to me, there seems a little bit of grandstanding for game devs, which, yeah, crunching is a thing there, but I don't know, man, I don't know. I don't think there's so much crunching in game journalism. After all, most of the time, they don't even talk about games, so maybe you should be reading guides. Ah, wait, hold up. This is not Kotaku. My bad, my bad. They all look the same to me. Let's keep rolling a little bit. The method games journalists not only suck at video games, but also actively hate the medium, is one that I never understood. However, teaching with game reviews is much easier to parse. Well, you never understood this, because you cannot comprehend that your actions have consequences. This, let's say, narrative didn't sprout from the ground one day, just like, I don't know, a potato or a carrot, right? It's not just random generation of narrative here. You worked really hard for people to get this impression of you. You have the last, at the very least, last 10 years to blame for this. Oh, why did they hit me? Why did they hit Game Journal? Well, I don't know. I don't know. Are we going to ignore the past easily 10 years? And I have some examples of these stupid people. Not necessarily this guy, but we could, because this guy apparently was praising Rings of Power, which is another kind of worms, but we have various examples today of why game journals are absolute scum. Yes, people are tribalistic, and we will get to that in a bit. Gaming in 2024 is team-based, and here you might believe, ah, well, he's talking about multiplayer games, and playing alone is gonna be harder. No, it is deflecting, in a really strange way. You're Team Xbox or Team PlayStation, Team Fortnite or Team Call of Duty, Team Starblade or Team Censorship, Team Developer or Team Journalist. That's how many gamers see it, at least. And this guy said a lot of stuff here, a whole lot of nothing, and this is extremely low. How the fuck can you say gaming in 2024 is team-based, and then you say Team Xbox or Team PlayStation? What is this, 2008? Shut the hell up! No one is Team Xbox, no one is Team PlayStation, they didn't even have games. What do you mean by this? They didn't even have games! Shut the hell up. Team Fortnite or Team Call of Duty? Now, it's almost like they're completely different games. Never heard this comparison. Also, you're either Team Fortnite or Team Call of Duty. You might need to reevaluate your life choices. Team Starblade or Team Censorship? This is the only one that makes sense. This is the only one that makes sense. Yes. Are you for or against censorship? That was the whole deal. Which is also a little bit loaded because journals were on Team Censorship. He will not tell you this, but they were. And also now we come to the funniest one of all. Team Developer or Team Journalist? The fuck do you mean Team Developer or Team Journalist? You are in the same team. What do you mean by this? You have been on the same team at least since 2013. How many times have we seen journals, game journals in this case, obviously, running ironclad defense for developers when they keep fucking up? And I have examples of that. Do we have to bring up here from the gamer too articles bitching about la racism in the Assassin's Creed, and not the actual racism in the game, but oh, people don't like the game because black people. No, that's not the case, you stupid fuck. Do we have to bring up? It's been a while since that one, but that was a really funny article. I'm pretty sure it was from the gamer too. We had that woman bitching and moaning about translation and localization. Oh, the gamers do not understand. It's so complex, it's so difficult. Oh, look at me, I speak Russian and whatnot. And you say, you have to change stuff, it's just how it is. Other languages are so magical. No, you stupid fuck. Shut the hell up. What do you mean by this? They keep lying. They keep lying. And some clowns still believe it. I just don't get it. So many gamers say it, at least. Yes, there's tribalism. But it's not developers versus journals. It's developers and journals versus the customers. You gamers, come on now. Which war bullshit, I understand. But holy shit, do not lie to me. I know what is happening. It keeps going. It keeps going. There's a major problem with games marketing that fuels this feudal misery. Hype trailers for games years away from release with fans into fervor. Yeah, that happens. And the excitement here heightens to a level where any criticism of the game is seen as a personal slate. Are we making up stuff now? Calling Stellar's Blade's protagonist Eve boring meant that you're part of the pro-censorship bureaucracy who can't stand a beautiful woman playing a game. Well, you started criticizing the game because oh man, Starblade is so dangerous. Look, it's too sexualized. Oh, it's so dangerous. Koreans using hard R on the graffiti. We know who you are. And you're not gonna make it, okay? You're not gonna make it. It's not because gamers don't allow any criticism. It's because your criticism doesn't have any foundation. So let's see about that. Ah, shit, they mentioned the meme here. There's another issue here, to do with reading comprehension and media literacy. But I won't go into that today. Do we have to bring up the meme? Do we have to bring up the Wojak with the media literacy badge? You guys are fucking clowns. So bad, so bad. Oh my god, what the hell? Is there a bot? Is this a bot? It's probably a bot, isn't it? Yeah, that looks like a bot. Let's see here. September 10th, 2019. This is not a new bot. I'm not gonna vape, my guy. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I shall let you live for now. But do not play with me. Pull something like that again, and you are going to the Shadow Realm. The Elden Ring got mad last week, when a couple of reviews said that it was too difficult. Accusations flew across the Twitter sphere. The reviews behind said the reviews were told in no uncertain terms to get good, and suffer far worse abuse, as misogynistic as it was vitriolic. Cuphead has been brought up again. Okay, hold up. First of all, misogynistic citation. I'm gonna need a citation here. Okay? We're gonna need a citation for that one. Because that doesn't seem to be real to me. It could be, but the fact that you don't have a single example makes me believe that maybe, and only maybe, I'm making this up. Also, Team Elden Ring. Sure, let's see. I got mad last week when a couple of reviews said that it was too difficult. The problem, it's not that the game is too difficult, okay? The problem here is that it is a difficult DLC for a game that's supposed to be hard. And you are complaining because the game is hard. What the fuck did you expect? Tell me, what the fuck did you expect? Oh shit, the hard game is hard. Well, imagine my shock. What did you expect? No, really, tell me, what did you expect? I don't know what to tell you. Is it because you cannot choose the game with an OP build from the base game? Yeah, that's gonna happen. Jesus Christ. And there are more people that were complaining too. Also clowns, okay? Also clowns. Do not speak to me. Do not speak to me about, oh, the game is too hard. The game is too hard. No. If you wanna make me believe that the game is hard or bad or whatever, and it's unfair, speak to me about design, okay? That's the only thing I'm asking. Because that could be an actual issue, okay? It could be an actual issue. But they just keep saying, game too hard. Shut up! What do you mean? Players are weak, and players are leveling the very same accusations in the From Software DLC. Countless mods have added easy modes to the game, one called Journalist Mode because you deserve it. despite the fact journalists beat the game without needing it. Did they, though? Did they? Citation, please. I'm gonna need some sauce for that one. Parents feel those are unfair. They believe the systems are too abstruse. You keep using that word. You keep using that word and I don't like it. Game journalists, aka activists. Also professional liars. Welcome, my guy. Welcome. We're gonna be getting a little bit heated today. I'm gonna get a little bit passionate, but it is important. It is important. And yet they refuse to engage with some of the game's core mechanics that they believe in their cheats way out. Okay, I can agree with this at face value. I don't know if this is the case. Knowing Souls players, I guess maybe. But I'm praying for the day that people start interacting with game mechanics again. They exist for a reason. Okay? Some of them, it's fine if they are somewhat optional. Some of them, it's fine if they are somewhat necessary. It's just a balance, okay? It's just a balance. Sometimes the ones that are necessary shouldn't be, but that is a design problem, once again. It keeps happening. I wonder if any of them have apologized to reviewers who pointed out these very issues. No. No, you deserve nothing. Once again. So, it's not just an Elden Ring problem. When Kelly Plage, I don't know how to say the name, so I'm going to assume it's French, reviewed Cyberpunk 2077 for GameSpot, she was haunted by thousands of people for pointing out the game's negatives. She didn't like the edgy aesthetics that played no meaningful part in the gameplay, so she was labeled a prude. She pointed out offensive depictions of minorities, so she was called an SJW. She called out the technical issues, obvious even on PC, so she suffered a barrage of hatred. Well, if all of this happened, why don't you have a citation for this? Because I'm pretty sure that if we click, let me move this a little bit. If we click this one, it's just gonna lead me to the review. Yes, it's just the review. This is just the review. This is not the outcry against the review. So, how am I supposed to, you know, believe this? All I'm saying here is people agreeing with the review. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, man. Maybe it was overblown. Many such cases. Many such cases. But still you have to admit, she didn't like the edgy aesthetics that play a meaningful part in the gameplay. Look, I understand. Not every game is for everyone, and they shouldn't be. However, if you're playing a game that's literally called Cyberpunk, and you play it, and it has cyberpunk aesthetics, that is not a flaw. That is not a mistake. That's a feature. That is intended. It's literally the game. What do you mean? It's a cyberpunk game. Come on now. Also, technical issues? Yes. Everyone had technical issues. It was so bad that they had to refund the PS4 copies because they didn't work. It was that bad. I remember. I was around, okay? I was around. I wasn't born yesterday. Also, offensive depictions of minorities. I haven't played the game, so I don't know, but isn't one of the main cast a Latina woman? Is it perhaps that you see offensive depictions of everyone, and everyone includes minorities? So the fact that she only called out minorities makes her, by your own admission and usage of the word, an SJW? I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. This is not looking good. Plagay was at the receiving end of a whirlwind of abuse, from gamers excited for City Project Red's new title, and years in the making. That's the longest time to make a game. Their excitement, as well as the marketing campaign, blinded them from seeing fair criticism That's exactly that. Fair. Look, look. She might have a point with technical issues, but usually you people, your quote-unquote criticism, it's really far away from fair, okay? And I have many examples of this. Do not make me bring them up. I don't know her, but I imagine Plagay was excited to play the game too. Games journalists and critics like games, and yet her 7 out of 10 review sparked days of collective outrage. They like games. Are we sure about that? I'm not. However, when the game released, fans saw the truth for themselves. Just days after Plagay's review was published, and post appeared in a cyberpunk subreddit titled "Everyone talked shit about her, but I'm starting to agree with Kelly Plagay." Oh man, if we could have a link for this, you have to look it up yourself. And yes, that post exists, but also at the same time, that guy has a rainbow flag, so I don't care, really. I don't care, they're in the same camp after all. On the whole, the review was more positive than the sentiment on the subreddit. The fan reaction was so intense that the new subreddit, r/low-sodium cyberpunk, was set up by the minority of fans who wanted to escape the swaths turning on the game for the exact reasons Plagay pointed out. Ah, Reddit, a cesspit of hatred and lies. Fight for them then, and die for their sins. I do enjoy a little bit of juggle posting from time to time. What gives? At what point do you start trusting game critics and those who review your games? Well, when you start being honest for fucking once, and you stop trying to promote the message. But that's not gonna happen. As much as you think we're different to you, we are. We absolutely are. You are not even human. And we have different agendas. You literally have different agendas, because it keeps happening. And want to tear down the things you love, we're not. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You keep campaigning about, oh look, this game changed. But now that it's lame and gay, the game is good. Do you really believe that's not an agenda? They probably believe that, which is outlandish, to say the least. You love video games, now you love money. We wouldn't do this job otherwise, but we have to be honest about our opinions. You don't do this job because you love games. You do this job because you can use video games to promote your agenda and the message. Also, lyrics again, this is pissing me off. Stop it. Stop it. This is Rise. I don't care. I don't care. Lyrics always dangerous here. There we go. There we go. Ah, man. Where was I? To find someone with similar opinions to you. Oh yes, just living in echo chamber. Like they wish they could. They hate when the people held them under bullshit. I understand. But you're a journalist, so that's gonna happen. You have to take it. Well, Eurogamer's reviewer found the DLC so difficult it spoiled their experience. Our review released from Software's seemingly insurmountable challenge. I myself play and review a lot of RPGs and text-heavy games because I'm a book and nerd at heart. Sure, if you too like those sort of games and welcome valid criticism of the genre, give tabs on my Epic Critic page, so this is just, oh, look at my page. No, I don't have to trust you. It's just that easy. Also, valid criticism of the genre. Why do I have to believe you? There's no reason for me to believe you. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Now let's go to the fun part. Let's see what the experts think. Oh wait, hold up. I didn't finish yet. My guy, you cannot put your plug here in the middle. What are you doing? This is how to navigate the media landscape. Find someone your thesis is aligned with, or whose criticism you enjoy reading. Find your Roger Ebert. Don't just look at the biggest reviews on the biggest sites, because you lack important context about the person behind the webpage. God forbid you can be a little bit subjective. God forbid. No, I refuse to live in an echo chamber, and you should too. Only by understanding and hearing about different opinions, you can form some criteria, actual criteria. You can expect the review to be balanced and fair. What do you mean? What do you mean? You told me, you just told me, you're supposed to be fair. But now you're telling me you're not fair. What's happening here? What is this double speak? I don't understand. It's so strange. And it will also be... Wait, hold up. You can expect the review to be balanced and fair, but it will also be entirely subjective. Then, how the fuck that is that balanced and fair? If it's subjective, what do you mean? I don't understand. Reviews are opinions after all. Do you understand that even if you have your opinions, you can talk about, in this case, games, in an objective way, right? Huh? Huh? This guy just said nothing! He just literally said nothing! Oh my god. You need to dig a little deeper to understand whether this is a perspective that is similar to yours. Your favorite reviewer writes for an independent magazine. Go for it. That might be more valuable to you than an IGA or the Gamer write-up. Well, yes, because if they're independent, and I'm gonna throw it here, also YouTubers, streamers and whatnot, yes, they're not journalists, so they're a little bit more fair. But no games journalist is out to get you. The vast majority try to be fair in their criticism and unbiased when it comes to inconsequential arguments like console preferences. Nobody's going to give Astrobot a 2 because they love Xbox. Dude, once again, this is not 2008. Shut up. Nobody's trying to destroy game developers' lives. We're honest, we're opinionated, we're human, just like you. You're not human. Look, we're at this point. This game journal told me we're human. I cannot believe it. I just cannot believe it. What kind of lizard people are you? I don't understand. At the end of the day, this fucking article is just this guy spotting a bunch of nonsense, trying to tell you, yes. If you don't like it, that's on you. You should live in an echo chamber. It's so bad, dude. It's so bad. God forbid, we look for different opinions here. No, you have to look for opinions that way with you. I don't need them. I know my opinion already. What do you mean? Now for real, let's see what the experts say. We're certain very popular. The gods decided that, not me. Rather must be new. Online game journalists and bring such reputation upon themselves over the years. That's what I'm saying. This deserved. Haven't we been reading about this bullshit for months already? How game journalists keep defending developers when they are trying to boost the message. Just to give an easy example, right? Let's say it all comes down to taste and preference. Means your argument, quote unquote, you're an expert, is invalid. Yes, by his own omission. Biggest flaw in your whole article, you failed to mention that you need to sell advertisement space to the very same companies that make the games you criticize. Also true, also fair. LOL, pray harder, bang. Direct, I love this guy already. You really wrote this article? Yes, he did. It is impressive. You brought the distrust and disdain on yourselves. Once again, demonstrably true. When you say that people should do something, they usually do the opposite. I guess that's not saying much, but sure. The industry definitely did this to themselves. Too much talking about social issues and things unrelated to actual games. Yeah, this is just another Saturday after all. Just like this article, it seems like the barrier to entry is just extremely low. I used to review the writers at GamePro in the 90s and early 2000s. Some people are simply better at forming opinions than others. Opinions are not a fine line. The only game journalist I even notice as good quality is Heron Cryer. I don't know who that is. I probably butchered the name again. It's okay. Most news sources across industries have gone to the toilet since paper journalism was a thing. Yeah, that is true. I don't even blame you. I blame whoever hired you. It's quantity over quality for the foreseeable future. You'd only know if you have a benchmark to compare it to. Yeah, pretty much. And it's been years already. It's been years that people are absolutely ignoring these guys. Like, they don't put any weight on their words. They're like, okay, these guys are clowns. What are the actual gamers saying? Let's see YouTube, let's see Twitch. What are the streamers, what are the YouTubers saying about this? They might miss, but it's usually way better than whatever this is. Once again, another one of this. The collective disdain for gaming so-called journalists, derogatory, is well earned. Yet people have collectively abandoned professionalism, honesty, integrity, and sincerity. What's left is a band of narcissistic activists and shills who demonstrate a disinterest in the medium and great contempt for gamers. This guy couldn't be more true. It's unreal just how out of touch you are. Is this all game journalists? No, of course not. But it's more than enough of you to taint your entire profession. Look, nowadays, if you go and try to be a game journalist like this guy, we're going to assume you're the worst of the worst, okay? Journalism is dead and has been dead for quite a long time. This is just another example. Corporate game journalists have demonstrated themselves to be entirely untrustworthy. Yeah. This is a consequence of your own making, and playing victim now isn't going to garner you any sympathy. Best of all from the gamers you've been scorned for years, yeah? Oh, the toxic gamers! They're so dangerous, they're so evil! We have some examples of that, I think. Yeah, we probably do. We probably can extrapolate. Yeah, that's fine. If a journalist says something, movie, game, etc. is bad, usually it's not that bad. It's just not woke enough. Smiley face. Do you remember Sound of Freedom? 50% review? That is a fucking crime. That is a fucking crime. A really good movie, actually. It is soul crushing. It's actually really good. Another one. You have no friends here, my guy. LOL, okay, but then you'll be something else than a marketing employee. Too many games are released in unacceptable states. Yeah. But you guys still praise them. It's not about the taste, but the metrics used to judge a game. Personally, I mount this kind of videos only for the factual. Everything else is tainted by external influences. True. This is the last one. I wish that you guys, like so many other types of people, they had to deal with this or similar BS. Oh, we have the plant. We found the plant. We found the plant. This guy's not real. This guy's not real. And you might believe, if you only read this thing, oh, the gamers, they're so bad, they're so evil. Obviously, there's some evil people out there. It's not about tribalism, right? Gotta take a sip first. But game journalists, under ilk, love promoting their great opinions. I found yesterday, this is from yesterday, so it has been sadly a little bit modified. We have found that it's not only game journalists that you should hate. Here we go. From Grams. bit ago we posted about how Scale AI was replacing DI with MEI. Merit-based excellence. As you should, as you should. This has the tech journals triggered. And here we have a screenshot. I also have the article, but it has been modified a little bit. Luckily for us, we can see here their creative language. Here we have Scale AI Alexander Wang. Imagine being called Wang. Holy shit, that'd be funny. I've decided that diversity, equity, and inclusion, that is DI, are passé, and replace them with his shiny new acronym, MEI. Merit, excellence, and intelligence. And to be fair, depending on the job, you don't even need to be smart. As long as you know what the hell you're doing. This text, so yes, you need a little bit of intelligence, perhaps. A bunch of numbers, after all. I cringe so hard, I'm going to need a chiropractor. Oh, because you're spineless. That's what you mean, huh? Man, in such cases. I would invite him and those supporting them to fuck all the way off. You misunderstand me. You thought I wanted you to fuck only partially the way off. Please read my lips. I was perfectly clear. Off you fuck. All the way. Remove head from ignorant ass. Then fuck all the way off. Jesus Christ, this guy is violent. This guy is violent. Aren't you supposed to be preaching about inclusion? God fucking damn it, Jesus Christ. They keep having lyrics here. I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay, what the hell? What the hell? I'm pretty sure this happened last time too. Oh man. Yeah, I need to find the... I need to find another video. That's okay. That's okay, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Real source. They since heavily edited the article. I don't think this guy has all the screenshots. No, he only has this one. But we don't have the article, which now is just a thing that exists, I guess. Nice grabbing shit, Lord. What's happening to me? DI must die. Oh fuck, what the hell did I do? Oh, what the hell did I do? My mouse is dying a little bit. My mouse is dying a little bit. And I don't know what to do about it. And now, I need you to move this thing. No, not that one. What are you doing? What are you doing? Jesus Christ, dude. There we go. There's to the side. I think this is good enough. There we go. God damn, that's bad. I need to change the mouse soon. AI, more like common decency, and Silicon Valley is saying no thanks. If only that was the case. But alas it's not. Welcome to Startups Weekly, we don't fucking care. I'm in the way. Ah, god damn it. God damn it, dude. It's okay. It's okay. I'm going to read it nonetheless. Editor's note. This post has been altered to remove its most offensive language. It does not meet our standards of integrity. This post was also sent to subscribers as a newsletter. God damn. We apologize to readers for this serious error. Yeah, you're playing with fire a little bit here, my man. That's not looking good. I just came off regarding episode of Equity. Holy shit. I didn't read that. I just found this before stream, so it's gonna be funny. Where I learned about the newest weight of stupidity. The tech industry's DI allergy has hit the new low. The Silicon Valley leaders are once again waving their meritocracy banners high and wide. Scale AI's Alexander Wang has decided that diversity, equity, and inclusion are passé. Aaron replaced them with the shiny new acronym, MEI, Merit, Excellence, and Intelligence. I cringe so hard I'm going to need a chiropractor. Of course, the ignorance inspired enthusiastic applause from tech titans like Elon Musk on Twitter, while LinkedIn's startup crowd rolled their eyes so hard they were practically doing backflips. Yes, because LinkedIn really love the guys there really love their DEI. I've seen some stuff on there. Yeah, if you people were a little bit smart, you would shut the fuck up about that one. But you don't. Critics argue that Wang's post missed the mark. No shit! What do you mean no shit, dude? By ignoring systemic barriers and reducing complex social dynamics to a simplistic and dangerously naive ideal of meritocratic purity. Meanwhile, back at the Scale AI's headquarters, senators in economically depressed regions tell away for pay that wouldn't cover a decent branch in Silicon Valley. Well, yeah, but that's an entirely different problem. Silicon Valley hate. Sure, let's talk about how objective hiring practices will save us all from the tyranny of fairness and inclusion. Yes, truly. Heiji? And this is just trying to completely miss the point. Oh, the tyranny of fairness and inclusion, yes? Yes, that's literally what's happening. What do you mean? That's literally happening now. What do you mean? Also, the fuck do you mean by systemic barriers here? What do you mean? What the fuck do you mean about systemic barriers when you have literal DI in university? Ah, you are too white. We cannot allow you. But if you're black enough, we will. If you're a woman, it's even better. The fuck do you mean systemic barriers, you fucking clown? Jesus Christ. You couldn't be worse, even if you tried. I think they have comments in here, which is unlucky. Maybe they do, I don't know. They're just... I have 2 comments here. That's right. Let's see what the experts think. DA enables racism towards straight white people, plain and simple. Many companies can't fire or get rid of the employees they have because they claim they are DI victims. And now you have almost every single tech company coded into a corner by subpar mediocre engineers writing trash code the company depends on. And it's bad! It's bad, dude! And we can bring this back to games, right? How many games have we seen completely broken on launch? Many. Many of them. And as I often say, DEI is not, oh, the character is black. No. DEI, the worst part in video games is usually the people that are making games are extremely incompetent. Not because of their ideology or because of their race or whatever you want to say. No, it's because they're useless. They don't have the skills to make games, and it shows. Holy shit! Wasn't... which game was it? I don't remember. I saw that on the Twitter the other day. We're releasing... I want to say some Call of Duty, but I'm not sure. It was like 500 gigabytes? Do you think that's normal? It's not, dude. It's not. No one cares what you can't afford. That you can't afford a lunch in Silicon Valley, paying a foreign country salary. Well, that's gonna happen. This country should do better now. What does that have to do with us? And we should stop creating laws that cuddle people, write trash code, and protect them from being fired or laid off. Many such cases. Many such cases. Oh man. It is a fucking nightmare. To the chiropractic session, H. I'm gonna say H. That's probably something different. It might be like Swedish. I don't know. Given the uncontaining of the AI's hollow core in academia by reaction to the recent events in the Middle East, and consistent reports of the inverse effects of tech companies indoctrinating their employees via anti-racist training, you'll need many more trips to the back doctor. They cannot make you a no spying, as some people were saying. Extremely funny. Always extremely funny to me. Yeah. Oh, they're so hateful. They don't want black people. And now you have to think, what did he mean by this? Are you telling me that you can only have minorities through DEI because, oh, they are not good enough? I don't think that is... I don't think that is true. I don't think you should be saying that in general. And let's go back. Let's go back a little bit to games here. Let's go back to games a little bit. Here we have... This is funny. I'm not going to read this article. It's just the usual bullshit. It's just because of the related stuff here. Game developer. Oh, Assassin's Creed, it keeps happening. Here's Guillemot denounces Assassin's Creed Shadows racist, malicious backlash. Oh, they're so evil. Waves of racist backlash over Assassin's Creed Shadows prompted Guillemot to speak out and encourage the larger industry to not let this behavior stand. Making bad games, making racist games. I agree. We're not talking about the same, unlikely enough. This is just a guy running defense for the devs again. It's just the usual bullshit. Oh, how dare they? Actually, fuck it, I'm gonna open it. We're not reading it, we're just going to skim a little bit. From game dev. It was extremely funny. Or was it? First paragraph. Since its reveal in May, Assassin's Creed Shadows has skirted racist backlash due to its co-lead Yosuke, famously known as the first Black Samurai. And even Satsuya, Yves Guillemot, has no time for it. Famously known as the first Black Samurai. Citation? We don't have them. Don't worry about it. Yosuke marks the first typing actual historical figure. Headline an entry in a main role, well, no fucking wonder. It's because he's black. Versions of his inclusion soon veer right into racism attempts to delegitimize his status as an Eng samurai. It's the end because he's black. I would make a further joke if I wouldn't get banned here. But no. And now you might be thinking, well, doesn't this happen literally every week? Yes, but I wanted to bring this up because, oh, it's not only game journals. Let's take a look at this. Well, so it's a wrap. Way to go, Wikipedia. Yosuke is now a samurai. A companion strong-armed by a group of editors using completely unreliable secondary sources to back up. Let's bring this and let's read. How should we describe Yosuke? How should we describe the subject of this article? Option 1. As a samurai, consistently. Option 2. As a samurai, with a note that some sources didn't call him a samurai. Option 3. As a retainer, with a note that some sources call him a samurai. And option 4. As a retainer, consistently. Now let's see the results of the survey. Option 1. The source here seems to be pretty clear that Yosuke was a samurai. The majority view among scholars. Are you trying to be racist here? What do you mean by this? We have lots of reliable sources that say that he was a samurai, including this paper by an academic historian. The book by Luckily mentioned several times above. So we only have at this point we only have a single source, okay? Several academic reviews of Lucky's book. Still a single source. Okay? Only one source here. The book by Lopez Vera linked in a previous comment. The Smithsonian Magazine, which apparently is based in the book by Luckily. Time, the BBC, and Britannica. That's like, what? 3 sources at best? Better than none, I guess, but yeah, the list is not that big. Conversely, we have not a single reliable source that says explicitly he was not a samurai, or that even suggests that he might not have been. Not one. That's funny. We will get to that in a bit. All we have is a bunch of WPOR, I don't know what that is. Readings of primary sources and sources that don't say anything on the subject. You people are trying to justify it because you cannot prove a negative. In this case, you kinda can, which is funny. And people do all the time. If they don't say directly, he was a samurai, why would you believe he was? Ah, they didn't say he wasn't a superhero. Fuck me, dude. I'm super samurai and I'm black, I guess. What the hell? Option 1 is really the only option that makes sense with the sourcing we have. That is true, with the sourcing you have. You refer to him as a samurai, and several go into explicit detail of how that class ranking occurred for him in the court of Nobunaga, such as with the available academic sources. Here's some example excerpts I included in a section earlier on this page. That is funny. That is funny. If we go back a little bit here. I had that open too, my bad. From Oliver Jia, which he knows what he's talking about, usually. He lives in Japan, he speaks Japanese, and he has done research on this topic actually. Utterly ridiculous. Why is it that Yasuke was never classified as samurai on Wikipedia before the Assassin's Creed controversy? Well, all of a sudden now, well, it's obvious, it's just the message. It's pure ideological capture and the prime example of why Wikipedia is utterly useless for these topics. But wait, we have more stuff here. Little replies. I've already established how Thomas Lockley is full of shit. His entire book is basically just this extended over 400 pages. Jesus Christ. If anyone takes his fiction seriously, they're not an academic. They're an unreliable crank. We've covered this before, so we still remember. Again, I wrote an article about the Yasuke last year, long before anyone got on this topic because of Assassin's Creed. I didn't care about the game. I acknowledged that Yasuke existed and that he worked for Nobunaga. That is true, that is correct. Fact check. True. But other than that, we know almost nothing about him. Yeah, pretty much. I don't care about Assassin's Creed or that Yasuke is the protagonist. It's fiction, who cares? But you can now directly link that game to how utterly brain-dead the IRL discourse around Yasuke as a regular historical figure is now. It was bad already. It's beyond repair now. Side note, not even the Japanese Wikipedia page calls Yasuke samurai. There's no debate around him. He's classified as a bushi, which is the generic term for warrior. All samurai are bushi, but not all bushi are samurai. Yasuke is the latter, and that makes sense. No wonder they're begging for donations. Yeah, pretty much. And all these people are in the same camp because all these people are fucking activists. Oh man, speaking of activism, Jesus Christ, this is so bad. Let me collapse this a little bit. This a little bit. There we go. Let's see. From That Park Place, Square Enix shareholder questions company about Sweet Baby Inc.'s involvement. Oh baby. Oh my sweet baby. Every single week nowadays. A Square Enix shareholder questioned the company about its business relationship with video game consultancy company Sweet Baby Inc. If you're unfamiliar with the Sweet Babies, the company's mission is to inject woke ideology in the form of inclusion and representation into the video game industry. The company's CEO, Kim Belair, just a fresh prince, don't worry about it, has also encouraged individuals to terrify developers and executives in order to obtain her company's mission objectives. Yeah, we played that video before, so there's that, and I have it on tab. It's funny. It's a funny one. Ah, they have it in here. I don't think they have the timestamp though, so there's that. During a presentation at the Game Developers Conference in 2019, 2019, mind you, this is not new. 2019. Pilar detailed, if you're creative working in a AAA, which I did for many years, put this stuff up to your higher-ups. And if they don't see the value and what you're asking for when you ask for consultants, then you ask for research. Go have a coffee with your marketing team and just terrify them with the possibility of what's going to happen if they don't give you what you want. Literally blackmail. I guess that checks out. I guess that's accurate. It's funny how that works. Because they have to consider. I said that out loud as a joke, but it's actually very, very true. If it's true, it's not a joke. Because if you start to consider the people who are player and audience facing, and you have to deal with mitigating harm. Mitigating harm? What the fuck are you talking about, dude? And with keeping the sentiment around their game and their project positive, there's like a genuine value that you could impress upon them both ethically and financially. You can say this is important, she said. That's just a bunch of nonsense, dude. That's just a bunch of malarkey. Ballard went on to state, it's also valid, a valid discussion to have, because if you're working with a thin narrative budget and you work in AAA, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised or dismayed by the amount of money that marketing can give you. Please give money. Please give money. I'm a minority. Please give money. Jesus fucking Christ. You're so annoying. You're so fucking annoying. But it works. That's the bad part. But also made it clear she has an animus against white gamers, describing them as picky babies. What do you mean? What do you mean picky babies? Don't you like the sweet babies? What's going on here? I don't understand. What's going on with this doublespeak? She said, I think in our industry, and in so many creative industries, if you want to look at film and television and any art form, we start treating our core demographics as a fixed and static value, something that does not want to change, and something that is locked in place. Yes, they do like the modern audiences. The thing is, you have to make that yourself, and that's not gonna happen, because people like what they like. They are trying indeed, but yeah, that seems like a false rant to me. So despite the changing face of audiences, I don't think that is true. Do we have to bring up Capcom's numbers from the other day? 81% self-identify as males. Probably not white, because you know Japan and all that. And still, mostly males. Stop lying to me. This is just lies. Lies, deception! Despite the changing faces of conferences like this one, this is just pure AI, so it doesn't make any sense. We still look at our core demographics and say, okay, they're white, cis, hetero males. And that is true. Because data says that. I don't care what you're saying. Data says that. Data agrees with me. And we cater almost exclusively to them. And the problem is that we don't just cater to them like, you know, here's something that we think you'll enjoy. We cater to them like a picky baby. They keep dragging the babies into the mud? What is going on? Is that what you called your company, Sweet Baby? Oh, sweet baby Jesus. She elaborated. We feed them the same thing that we know that they love, and we keep on feeding it. Huh? That's good. What do you mean? You're giving the customers what they want. That's good. That's a W. That's what you have to do. What do you mean? What do you mean by this? Women. I swear to God. This only happens with women. We're like, here you go. We know you love it. Eat this, eat this, eat this. So then, when they get anything else, they react as a picky baby would. Which would be like, oh, no thank you, I do not want this. They still think they must have my money. That's not going to happen. Boycotts will continue until morale improves. We've actually done this so long that what we are doing is creating an entire nation of picky babies, and they make us scared to deviate from what we actually want to do. Look, you can make the game you want to do, but if it doesn't sell, that's on you. Just in case these picky babies don't want to play your games. She is so close to understanding, Jesus Christ, she is so close. Do you know we live in free market? At least for now, right? So, you can make what you want, and I will buy what I want. The thing is, you want me to buy what you want, but I don't wanna. If you want me to buy your product, it has to appeal to me. You have to make a game that I like, that I enjoy, and I'm going like, holy shit, $60? Sure, here, have them. That's not happening. That's why you're failing. Also, fucking lyrics again. It's making me mad. Keeps happening. Keeps happening. Stop it. 42, the next one. There we go. It keeps happening. Keeps happening, man. I don't understand. Fucking commies. This is just pure communism, okay? These are just commies. They believe they must have your money by all means necessary. That is incorrect. My money, my rules, okay? It's my money. She doubled down on this metaphor later in the presentation. I like to imagine that when we look at the white guys, and there's several of you here, holy shit, can you be more racist, please? Oh, Jesus Christ, this is dying. There we go. Finally. Finally. I think when we look at you, we say, okay, you can possibly enjoy this. I'm a little bit perplexed at this point. But I think they want also, maybe you want also to experience new and different stories. No, we want good stories, not new and different. They have to be good. I think we need to step out of this rule that, like, white men can enjoy fantasy worlds, aliens, sci-fi, monsters, anything as long as it's through a lens that looks exactly like them. Woman, shut the fuck up. It's not because the characters are black. It's because the injection of modern day politics. No one hates fucking Barret from Final Fantasy VII. What do you mean? What the hell do you mean? Yes, he's not the main character. That would be... Cloud Strife. Okay. But he is still a main character. What the hell are you talking about? Black characters don't have magical properties that make it impossible to relate to them. Even if you cannot relate to anything else than black people, by your own admission. Because if that's the kind of person that we're always going to cater to, you're never going to innovate, you're never going to change things, you're going to keep feeding the picky babies, you continue. And we're gonna continue to try to create art under a system that is going to bar innovation for fear of a picky baby throwing a tantrum. Holy shit! This is you! You're describing yourself! That's funny. That's funny, you're describing yourself. You keep shitting and moaning because you don't have enough black people on the games. You keep shitting and moaning about damn creativity, but it is you. It is you. Only well, not only you, but in this case, it's you and only you who are actually trying to limit innovation because you must have diversity. So strange that, so strange to me. What did they mean? What did they mean by this? The projection here is just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. A little bit later she said, I think it's pie in the sky, thinking to go like, hey, maybe we can invite white dudes to play as other people and experience different things through someone else's eyes. Once again, let me tell you here. If all the characters were black in Final Fantasy VII, the game would be literally the same. It's not about the immutable characteristics of the body that matters here. It's about the content of their personality, or their persona, or whatever. It's about their values, it's about their story. It's kind of be difficult being this racist in real life. Then they call me the racist one. So funny. It's so funny. Projection, dude. It's just projection here. Nothing else. And if they don't like it, we have to start thinking, we're not losing. They're losing. And we're losing because we're going to let them stand in the way of our progress and our innovation. How about making good games, huh? That'd be cool. That'd be cool, but no. It's all about the progress. It's all about innovation. It's all about fucking politics. Give me a good game and you will get money. That's how it works. Has always been the case. In fact, at the end of her presentation, Blair admitted what she's doing is injecting wokeness into the video game industry. Yeah. And what we're doing is about ticking boxes or about the veneer of wokeness. We actually have to care about making this stuff. They're true believers. They actually believe their own bullshit. Impressive. I would have more respect for them if they were grifters, not gonna lie. They're just pawns. They're stupid. Even the company's stated objectives, over 400,000 gamers have joined the Steam curator list titled Sweet Baby Inc. Detected, that effectively functions as a bucket list for the games that Sweet Baby Inc. worked on that are available to purchase on Steam. The curator list has 404,166 followers as of writing. It is the second largest creator list on Steam. Second largest. Holy shit, that's huge actually. The list has evolved over time and includes recommendations of games that do not push wokeness, as well as other games that do push wokeness, but Sweet Baby Inc. has not worked on. It appears at least one Square Enix shareholder was concerned about Square Enix being listed as one of Sweet Baby Inc.'s clients on the consultancy's website. Yep. There is. Small. Square Enix. The shareholder asked during a recent report, I am personally happy about the shift from quantity to quality. Yeah? I hope good titles will come out in the future. I'm concerned about the Canadian consulting company, Sweet Baby. Square Enix is listed as a client, but is there actually a transaction there? What kind of transaction? What kind of transaction is it? Will they continue to do so in the future? Square Enix president, Takashi Kiryu. This is not my Kiryu. I would like to refrain from making specific comments about individual clients. What do you mean clients? What do you mean clients? Shouldn't they be? Like partners, maybe? That is strange to me. That is strange. You don't pay to your clients, after all. As we shift from quantity to quality, providing content that is enjoyable and safe for our customers is also part of what makes a product fun. We'll do our best as creators. Okay, so this is just PR speak. They're gonna still be using them Sweet Babies. Sounds good to me, actually. Why not? This line of questioning also comes in the wake of Square Enix working with consultancy group Ibaraki Girl Gamers on their Forspoken game, which was a fucking massive flop. Forspoken was a massive flop. I just said that. And resulted in Square Enix shutting down the game's developers, Luminous Productions, and absorbing it into Square Enix. Luminous Production announced that it was shuttering, don't you mean shutting? In February 2023. That was beautiful. I need to take a sip here. Okay. I've been speaking a lot, so you know, it's gonna affect me a little bit. Square Enix representative director Yosuke Matsuda admitted the game sales were not good during the company's financial results briefing back in February 2023, my bad. I misread the number, happens sometimes. He said, reviews of Forspoken, which we released on January 24th, 2023, have been challenging. However, the game has also received positive feedback on its action features, including its parkour and combat capabilities. So it has yielded results that will lead to improvement of our development capabilities of other games in the future. Also, this game apparently was kind of ass, and was it like 70 or 80 bucks? It was really expensive. Next, he discussed the game's sales. That said, its sales have been lackluster. And while the performance of new titles with February and March release dates will be the ultimate determinant, you can see considerable downside risk to our fiscal year 2023 March earnings. What do you make of Square Enix shareholders questioning the company about its business relationship with Shoot Baby Inc? Let's see what the experts say. If these companies continue to work with woke organizations like Shoot Baby Inc, I hope they're all bankrupted. Yeah, I agree with that one. Good article. The game companies need to understand that their customers do not want DI/ESG etc. in their games, and that imaginary audience they pander to does not exist. They are not the kind of people that purchase games or enjoy them. Yeah, and you can make the argument they're actually trying to create this modern audience that will eat any and all slop possible because the message, I don't fucking care. Oh, you're gonna be called a racist. Well, but the first time, I don't give a fuck. It's just that easy, man. Just don't care. My money. My money. Thing is, I don't know. We don't really know what kind of game was Sweet Baby working on, aside from Forspoken, right? But we have more stuff on Square Enix. It's not looking good. Square Enix? Yeah? Not Square Enix. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. For Pride 2024, we spoke to Little Goody Two Shoes developer Astral Shift about the game's sapphic romance. Just fucking say lesbian, bitch. Their work as queer creatives and LGBTQ+ representation in the games industry. Obviously. Locked replies. It keeps happening. At this point in time, you have to admit that only Dragon Quest and Nier are carrying Square Enix. They have a whole article of this. Secret lies in the woods, Little Goody Two Shoes. Nice crap shit, Lord. If that's gonna happen. Stop doing that, you ass. Okay, how about this? And that one, this one. Hey, there we go. Much better, man. Much better. Little Goody Two Shoes is one of the most aesthetic games you'll play this year. Well, I'm not going to play it now. So, you're lying to me already. A unique blend of horror, humor, and wild imagination. It's like nothing else out there. I don't know, it looks to me like a Toho spin-off. I don't know what to tell you. You step into the shiny shoes of Elise, a young woman with a big dream to become filthy rich. Your average kami checks out. Of course, that's not so easy when she lives in the small village of Kieferberg. Are they being anti-Semitic here? That's suspicious. A little bit suspicious. I haven't read this, by the way, so it's gonna be funny. This beginning to change when Elise finds a pair of magical red shoes in her backyard. So that's just the Wizard of Oz, I understand. And rumors of a mysterious entity that will grant her wishes. As Elise seeks this wish-granting creature, her path gets darker and more twisted. As does the need to conceal her activities from her occult-fearing neighbors. She is a witch! She is a witch! By the way, she must maintain the semblance of a normal life in Kieferberg, even potentially building a romantic relationship with 3 eligible bachelorettes. Gay. Literally gay. But by night, she must explore the puzzles in dangerous woods while maintaining her health and sanity. So this is just like a mystery dungeon kind of game. That's nothing new. Maybe it's not that style of game, okay? I know nothing here. It comes from indie developer Astral Shift, a team of queer developers, because obviously they are, whose creative voices sing loudly throughout the game's impressive LGBTQ plus representation. If it just was a normal game that happened to have the gays, nobody would care. Now you're parading this as some sort of political activism, so people don't want to play it. Congratulations, you played yourself. I like the game. Ha! For Pride Month, we asked them about their work on the game, its same-sex relationships, and the importance of diverse viewpoints in the games industry. Diverse, you mean bad? Sure, why not? This is actually kind of long. This might be the last thing we get to today. We can get to some memes. It's fine. Hi guys, please can you introduce yourselves? Hello, creative director Antonio Lopez. You may know me as Kiro or Kirorin. This is Rena Borges and lead writer Patricia Silva. Okay, I will not get ahead of myself here. We're part of the creative team behind Little Goody Shoes, themes and characters, which are very near and dear to our heart. In your own words, who are Astral Shift? We're always happy to introduce our team. Astral Shift is a small indie studio based in Portugal. Europeans, not beating the gay allegations here. So sad. For those unfamiliar, you may recognize us as the studio behind Little Goody Shoes, published by Square Enix Collective in 2023, and Pocket Mirror, called the Near Trump. What's with them and German names? They're supposed to be from Portugal. I don't think Portugal and Germany are next to each other. What did they mean by this? They were master of our very first game project, Pocket Mirror, released back in 2016. What inspired the creation of Little Goody Shoes? Little Goody Shoes first started out as a loose brainstorming of ideas. Makes sense. As we tried to imagine what our next project after our Pocket Mirror could look like, we decided to flesh out the story of Elise, a minor character in the game, and through her provide some answers to some of its mysteries. You don't have to, but sure. As we started developing all these ideas, a clear vision of what Little Goody Shoes would eventually come to be, formed in our minds. We can say with confidence that this game is a true culmination of all the things that inspire us, from art to music and cinema, and our personal sensibilities, because of course. I look at this and wonder, well, I didn't know they released Rosa Maiden back in the 90s. Not really that original when you think about it. And that makes sense, okay? That makes sense. Being actually original, it's kind of hard. But do not try to tell me you're completely original when you're not. Helen came from a romantic relationship with female characters only. Why was it important to focus on same-sex relationships? Because they're gay, and they're obsessed with that. Ask queer creators ourselves. Keeps happening. It just came quite naturally to us. Yeah, I guess. Oh my god, this is full of red flags, Jesus Christ! There wasn't a particular moment where we sat down and made the deliberate choice to incorporate exclusively sapphic relationships in the game. Stop saying that! Say lesbian like a normal person! You look like a deranged clown! Stop it! Also, I'm only saying degenerates use that word, so there's that. But more that as the story and its characters, with the primarily female cast taking center stage, started taking shape. This seemed to be the most logical course of action. Okay, so this is what would happen if the whole project was from the West. I don't like it. That we have played Little Goody Two Shoes, you'll notice that we put a lot of focus on the female perspective and the feminine experience in this game. Are these guys trans people? They sound like trans people, or Wizards of the Coast, which is pretty much the same at this point. Some part of this came as a natural result of focusing the story on Elise and her group of female friends. But it was also a deliberate tonal and aesthetic choice on our part that we wanted to permeate the game experience. Aesthetic choice. Lesbian aesthetic or woman aesthetic? Doesn't sound good either way. Likewise, we wanted the relationships in the game to reflect this, by depicting the meaningful relationships that Elise establishes with the people around her. Whoa! Calm us, please. Well, the romance between them is the conclusion to the progression, and deepening of these bonds, we wrote it in such a way that even if a player decided not to pursue a romantic relationship with any of the available bachelorettes, they'd still be able to connect with their friendship and witness how love moves Elise in the direction of becoming a better version of herself. Citation. I'm just joking at this point, but they said a whole lot, and we will need to look that up. I don't care enough. With that said, we don't mean to imply that there's no work being done to create earnest love stories between women in the game industry. Far from it, actually. Why is it always lesbian? Why is it not male gay? I don't understand. And so many examples of game devs across the world who have created amazing representations of lesbian love with great sensibility. At the end of the day, we just wanted to offer our own contribution and personal take on these themes. Okay, sure, why not? Why not? We can believe it, maybe. I can't believe your lies. It's fine. It's fine, I was just looking at something here. How did you decide on the romance options and make them feel real? The romance storylines were built around the characters they center around and their personal goals and needs within the framework of the larger story of Little Goody Two Shoes. You literally said nothing, this is obvious, what do you mean? We wanted to explore how each character could impact Elise's growth, and naturally how Elise could impact them in return. Are these people autistic? No, really, are they autistic? Do they understand how relationships work? This is extremely obvious, and I'm dying. I'm gonna need a little bit more water here. Just like the other guy. How are you doing, fellow humans? So strange, what the fuck? Mr. Marine is the meek stranger who barged into Elise's life one fateful night. Someone like Elise, who feels trapped in the small village of Kieferberg, this man completely abandons her world. She's now forced to look after another person, something she hasn't done since her grandmother's passing. And though resistant at first, it is a responsibility that she takes to heart, in many ways. Holy shit, I gotta mute for a second, I need to actually clear my throat. Okay, I think that's okay. I think I'm correct now. And though resistant at first, it is a responsibility that she takes to heart. In many ways, Rosa Marine's unrestrained sincerity gives Elise, who has long felt burdened by the expectations placed on her by others, a newfound freedom. Meanwhile, Frey is a force to be reckoned with. Once a friend of Elise's, the two grow apart after some petty misunderstandings, and resentment born out of weak self-esteem. While all friendships turning cold can be a natural process of growing up, Alice and Freya's relationship gets a second chance, as the two spend more time together and realize that their differences were much weaker. The feelings that pulled them together, oh, so gay. Finally, I love cooking. I probably killed that thing, but you know. Takes on the role of the dependent childhood friend. She is Elisa's singular confidant in the village. But her honesty gives Elias the support she needs to blossom into a better person. Oh, so gay. As the player witnesses the progression of their love story, they'll see that Love Kitchen, too, is plagued by self-doubt, and how their bond opens up the space for each character to grow and heal as needed. Yeah, they're broken, that checks out. Now this is a question, my guy. How did you meld the LGBTQ plus themes seamlessly with the horror and narrative elements? Well, do we actually have to tell you? It is self-explanatory in my opinion. We believe that every horror story needs a bit of light and positivity to offset and contrast with the darkness. These are not opposing themes, but instead are complementary. By combining them, each allows the other to shine more brightly, and everything in this game is absolutely terrifying. Then get to choose, this light comes in the form of love, and the brilliant connections that Elise has with the bachelorettes, and the reminder of the cast and the villagers as well. And so by building up these relationships with sincerity, we can further strengthen the horrors of Elisa's actions. Conversely, this allows the player to feel like the short moments they spend with love interests a true respite from the horrors they've experienced. Okay. I could be saying something about, oh yes, the lesbian is hunting down. The lesbian is hunting in the woods at night. How players reacted to the romance of the game. Thankfully, players have been incredibly warm and receptive to the romance aspect of Little Good to Shoes until now, because you had to make this some sort of activism. In such cases, you have yourself to blame. People don't care if characters are gay, but if you're like, ah yes, we need them to be extremely sapphic and gay and whatnot because Pride Month, they're going to roll their eyes, and they're gonna be like, yeah, sure. What other games out there? A bunch of them. Oh man. While we had hoped this would be the case, we had no way of guessing what would happen after the release. Bold! I'm bold of you! And the response exceeded all of our expectations. We've been blown away by the amount of fan work that has been produced in such a short time. From fan art to fan fiction. Yeah, guys, checks out, man. It checks out. So it's a joy to see how players have resonated with the story that we set out to tell, and how a community was formed around it so organically. Ah man, I could say a lot of things here. About tribalism. I'm gonna leave that as such, though. Why do you think that positive LGBTQ plus representation in video games and within the games industry generally is so important? It's not. It's not. Okay? This is pure bullshit. This is pure Marxism. Literal Marxism, by the way. Not because they're gay, but because... how to say this? It's not merit-based, it's just based on superficial tags, superficial identities, which makes no sense. Actually, makes no sense. It's important because it's gay. No, it's not. It's not important because it's gay. It will be important if it's good. That's the end of it. So easy to understand. Alas, 2024. We believe it's a matter of leading by example. By creating a space for in our industry that is able to accurately and respectfully represent the queer community. But why? But why? Opening up the door not just so many queer gamers and creators, but so many other LGBTQ plus aligned people who might write off gaming because they feel it's not making enough of an effort to include them. I'm gonna tell you this. Skill issue. Literally skill issue. Oh, games are to blame. They're not gay enough. You know what? You don't like games. Cool. Get the fuck out of here. We don't want your people here. If you like games, nice. If you want to change them for the worst, the fuck out of here! Holy shit, dude. 2024, and we have to say that still. We should try to shape the industry in a way that aligns with our principles of community, support, and inclusivity, and by doing so, invite other creators to follow in our footsteps, and widen the types of experiences that video games can provide. They admitted it here. Just an admission. Yes, we want to change it. We want to change it. We want to impose our principles. They are saying it here. We should try to shape the industry in a way that aligns with our principles of community, support, and inclusivity. They said it, not me. They said it. So easy to hate them. It's just so easy. What do you think the industry does well when it comes to LGBTQ plus representation? Oh boy, this is gonna be loaded. The video game industry has made notable progress in regard to queer representation. Was it? Especially when we stop to recall what it looked like not even a decade ago, when games were better, you mean? What a strange thing to say. The diversity of stories that are being told through the medium of video games has never been bigger. Yeah, there are a lot of bad games now. And we believe a lot of this can be attributed to conscious effort to give queer and marginalized creatives the tools and opportunities to express themselves through their craft. Sure, they can express themselves. I don't have to care. Or should I say, I don't have to queer? Ah, just a bad joke. So bad. So bad. We believe most game devs will agree to that. No, I hope not, actually. Because the work that we do is one that is profoundly rooted in passion. Well, that may be true. Passion for different things, but sure, in passion. I thought it was related to this paragraph. It is not an easy career path, and everything that we do is born out of true love and appreciation for our art. Be that programming, illustrating, writing, etc. It seems natural to us that parts of our individual selves will inevitably become intertwined with the work that we create. And as more queer creatives establish themselves in the industry, the more diverse the selection of games available to players will become. Sure! But it's not diversity in games though. It's diversity in narrative, and it's not necessarily something good. Because why would it? It's just a non sequitur after all. Just a non sequitur. Oh baby, this is gonna be good. Why could the industry do better? We recognize that there is always ground for improvement, especially when it comes to accurate representation of minority groups. Representation is ass, and I will always say it. With that said, we don't like to focus on these aspects too much. Bullshit. Bullshit. We're prepared to direct our attention towards encouraging developers to experiment and try out new things that fall outside of their comfort zone. And we're always excited to see what new narratives are born out of this process. They're all the same! They're all the same, dude! The narrative is, oh look at me, I'm gay! Now, my actions do not have consequences, and I'm super powerful, because reasons. That's usually how it goes. Developers who are feeling slowed down by feelings of doubt, we hope they can find the strength to pull through and tell the stories that feel true to their creative minds. Sure, let's go bankrupt. One piece of real of advice we'd give to the industry at large is to pay attention to the voice of players. If only this was true. Listen to the wants and needs of your player base, and extract as much constructive value out of that feedback as you can. We believe this is key to ensuring your long-term ability to keep providing game experiences that are as authentic and they're enjoyable, which will in turn attract more people to your work. This is true, but there's no fucking way you believe this. There's no fucking way you believe that most of the player base is just Bunch of gays. Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious, dude. What are some examples of positive LGBTQ plus representations you have seen in games? It's gonna be bad. I want to use this opportunity to highlight a few indie titles that have really impressed us with their treatment of the gays. We really appreciate when games give the player complete freedom to pursue whatever romantic path they desire, without facing any type of judgment or having the full scope of their gameplay restricted by these options. A world that can be quite ruthless and unkind, deserved. The freedom that games like Hades, Stardew Valley, and Potionamics afford their player is really significant. Gay, gay, and gay. Derogatory, okay? Also, I don't think there's any kind of dating in Hades, so I don't know exactly what they mean. I don't know exactly what they're trying to say. It's probably not good. Holy shit, dude, what the fuck? The transgender experience also seems to be severely underrepresented in the gaming industry. As many of you may know, with that being the case, I feel it's extra important to highlight titles like Celeste, which delivers on the positive representative of a community, finds itself, far too often, under attack by malicious and bigoted actors. We were also delighted by the recent revelation of Guilty Gear's iconic Bridget as a trans woman, which we believe is very much worthy of celebration. Okay, let's be real. If you're a trans person and you're playing a game, right, let's say you're a trans woman, if you're playing a game, wouldn't you try to play as a woman and try to relate as a woman instead of a trans? Well, by their own admission, trans women may or may not be women. So strange, so strange. Also, Guilty Gear's iconic Bridget as a trans woman. Do you mean the fanboy? Do you mean the fanboy that got groomed? Do you mean the fanboy that is still a fanboy in Japan? That guy? Sure. That's not the representation you want, though. Grooming is cool, or so they say. Do you have anything else you'd like to share? I'd like to thank Square Enix for the opportunity to share our personal experiences and insight on a topic that is so close to us. As always, we're eternally grateful to all the players who have shown us so much love and support since literally the show's release. Hail Mary. I don't think these guys are going to have this much of a success ever again. They have only themselves to blame, which is funny. And they had their many thanks to the people here, which is funny. Look, nobody gives a fuck if you're gay, okay? And that should be what you strive for. You're gay, who gives a fuck? Shouldn't you be trying to be normal? Aren't you trying to be normal? Or what? I don't understand, man. I don't understand. Jesus Christ, dude. Jesus Christ, it's so bad. Just so bad. Oh my god. But no, it has to be performative. You must have different opinions and police companies give me money. I think a good boy. I will never understand. I will never understand, dude. So strange to me. So strange to me. Anyway, we're gonna be finishing soon. But still, I have a couple of memes to share here. Because I thought it was kinda funny. It was the presidential debate on the US of A the other day. And I thought it was funny as fuck. In a really bad way, to be fair, but it was a thing. I'm going to stop the music here at this point. Iceberg. Keeps... It sounds to me like the city's music, what the fuck? Keeps happening. But I do enjoy the memes. I am a meme enjoyer, what can you say? I like them filthy memes. So let me bring up a bunch of stuff here. Here. Oh my god, what the fuck are you doing, dude? It broke on me. What's happening? What the fuck? There we go. Grandpa listening to me. Explaining Christian lore. She's hilarious. Yes, hilarious, man. So funny. So funny. We also have this one. My dementia-ridden senile great-grandfather discovering that Japanese animation is a dominant form of modern media. Yeah, this guy's a president. It's quite insane. It is quite insane to me. But, if you thought American politics were pretty unique, they have nothing in Japan, man. They have nothing in Japan. Here we have this one. But you know, Ari, a candidate in the Tokyo gubernatorial race, stripped during her official public television speech, asking viewers if they thought she was sexy. She asked them to add her as a friend on messaging app Line, and pledged to respond to everyone. Sadly, this person has protected their tweets, so we don't have the video. We have to skim a little bit here on this one. That is 6 minutes. Hang it up here.
なののやっと
30
This woman? Yes. I haven't seen this one. She has a top, okay? She has a top. She's not topless. You can see she has something here. Wild. So wild, dude. I don't think she looks ugly. She looks okay. She looks okay. Let's try to get this closer a little bit. She looks pretty normal for a Japanese woman. This poor woman. Jesus Christ.
の愛理
Stop it. Stop it. To be fair, she still has nothing on the Joker guy. Which is also funny. That guy, dude. That guy's crazy. That guy is fucking crazy. Well, apparently, I think they have a tweet here. Oh, wait, hold up. I'm looking. There we go. There we go. She's honestly pretty ugly. She's not ugly. She's just Japanese. She don't like her, that's okay. She looks like a sorry man and we're trying to act kawaii. I said this to my girlfriend and she said a different candidate hired an actual porn star for his campaign posters, which legally can't be taken down or covered up. Based. This girl can't compete. She cannot. This guy is crazy, dude. Baltimore Tokyo governor candidate over nude posters. Campaign began on Thursday with a record 56 candidates. Yep. That's happening. That's happening. And you have some people going like, okay, Joe Biden still has a way to win. Please don't. That would be too much, okay? That would be even a little bit too much for us. The memers. That would be too much, man. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, what the fuck is going on? I don't even know. But yeah, as per usual, DI hate, ESG hate, and I hope all of them go bankrupt because they deserve nothing else. They deserve nothing else after the shit they're pulling. Anyway, I'm gonna take my leave. I'm afraid. I'm gonna take my leave. I'll come back on Monday, as per usual. I'll try to finish Sunland. It's looking finishable, which is pretty nice. I hope the ending is actually really cool, like the anime. Please don't fuck that up for me. But anyway, it's time for me to take my leave. So, thank you all for coming. I hope you have had some fun, and I will see you all soon. Until then, take care. Yeah, we have actually let things right now. I'm getting the hell out of here now.